Yo, what it is, man? Y'all know what it is. It's your man D-Mall, a.k.a. D-Mall the Dog, a.k.a. D-Mall the Soul Rebel, all day, every day. Real Like You TV is what it is, man. Check out my man Real. Gonna get it in. While you at it, check your man out, dmall.com, dmawl.com, all day long. That's how we getting it in. Soul Link is a movement, man. You don't know, you better ask somebody.
Quick question real quick.
What's up? What it is?
What's up? You got something new out, man? You got something new out? If I want to go cop something, man, is there something
Everything
I can
I
go?
do is fresh. dmall.com, man. I just dropped that Who Are You Rappers mixtape volume 3.
Okay.
Available for free download on
Yeah,
that dmall.com. DMAW.
Free download.
Free download.
So you're making music and giving away free.
Free, man, what it is. Because, you know, the key is the flow is eternal.
Now, look.
It's eternal bars being spit, so I can't conserve them always. I just got to put it out there to the people because it's more from where that came from. So go ahead and cop that free download. Why it's free. You can also cop the Law 16 out there too. The Law 16 has been out about for, you know, what, maybe a year now. You know what I mean, going on May.
Yeah.
But it's still eternal. I don't talk about anything trendy, anything of a fad. So I got joints on that road like 5-6 years ago. And beyond that, you know what I mean? But the flow is eternal. So
got a nice show lined up for you. We're going to be talking about violence and basically the whole crisis and how much of it has been going on as of recent. I want to get a special shout out to the Louisville Cardinals. They're doing well out there representing.
We're set.
And they play about 5:15 for those that don't know. Make sure you get with your family, hold your peoples down. We're going to be doing something terrible to
Give shout out to Western too.
Yeah. You know, I'm Western alumni. My fault. Yeah, you're right. Give a shout out to Western Kentucky. They did take things. Doing it.
Got cheated too.
Yeah. He called timeout. But without any further ado, what up to?
Okay. Thank you all for joining in on another Sunday. Rasan's got a great show lined up for us today. It's kind of titled, if you will, Crisis in Consciousness. And so we'll get into what that entails here in a few minutes. In the studios with us, as always, is Tim Gerard, Programming Director, 101.3 and 96.5, and on-air personality, 101.3, and our engineer here at the Streets of Talking. Of course, Rasan, the creator of the Streets of Talking, our co-host, he's here today along with our female co-host, Denisha Duncan, and our man D-Mall is with us today. And we got Real in the studios. He'll bust a poem later on. He's a part of the Streets of Talking family, especially of poets. So what we like to do, if you all will, we like to go through our intro shout-outs and then get to the topic that Rasan has put together today about conscious and crisisness. And again, what that entails, we're going to dig into that here in a few minutes.
What's up, I'm now upstairs in the 96.5 studio. I'm going to start this particular segment off special today, okay? I haven't had this particular person in front of my camera yet. Y'all about ready to get a taste, but let me set the backdrop real quick. Denisha Duncan. How tall are you, sister?
About 5'3".
5'3". How old are you?
26.
26. And you still in school?
Actually, no. I'm a full-time mother.
Full-time mother. She's a full-time mother, co-host of 96.5 and what else? Streets of Talking.
I'm with the Fight Crimes Against Children Partnership.
Okay. I'm just ready to turn the camera around because this is truly a treat. Denisha Duncan, y'all.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
I'm great. I'm honored to be here for another day, just continuing my growth and learning and trying to give back. My way of giving back and spreading positive messages throughout our community. So I think it's very important.
It's definitely true. And at the same time, we increase tensions too. So it's kind of a twofold thing. Right. But I would say this. D-Mall, Rasan, Prophet, Denisha, myself, and Real all agree that unless we work on the internal to clean this thing up, the external stuff won't matter. Nobody's gonna come in and solve this black on black homicide problem. It won't happen. D-Mall, you and Rasan were talking when we were off air about consciousness and crisis. And how some of us are in a stagnated mindset and even a dormant mindset. Kind of expand on that a little bit.
Well, I mean, basically, you know what, just to touch on what y'all was just saying, we got to deal with our internal issues first. We can't neglect the fact that we have a problem in our community with black on black crime. You know what I mean? we were subject to a lot of things in the community, but right now in our community, we're like operating at an animalistic, beast-like state to a point where we lack consciousness of anything. So when you're dealing with those individuals who lack consciousness of anything, how do you treat those individuals? How do you know how they're going to treat you when you come across those individuals? Because they are out there and they don't care about nothing but getting money. They don't care about nothing but just surviving. And some of these, young people out there, it's not necessarily their fault, but it's the environment and the cycle that they've been, brought up in. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thin line, and we got to be very careful on this trying to label these, acts of violence, done by thugs of nature. We can't just write them off because they're still our people. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we got to work to, solve these issues. And I start with us first. We got to acknowledge the problem. Then we got to work together to see what we're going to do to raise our people back to the godlike status that we once were, where we had knowledge of self.
Great stuff. I want to get some quick comments from Denisha Young.
See who we got coming up in here, man. See who this. See, I pray get them right on camera too. That's how you do it. Soon as they get in the door, bam! What's up with it? What's up with it?
What's going on, man? Yeah.
Real right here. Real like you. Real. Go ahead. Break it on off, man.
Man, what's going on?
You got a web page. You an artist? You a producer?
Producer, artist, engineer.
All right.
Okay, you can get your management together if you need it.
All right, then you got a web page, your phone number, you got something out, you want people to buy it? What's good with it?
I'll give you my phone number. Y'all can hit me at 502-333-5594 for any of y'all needs. What we got right nowadays is we got a lot of products of our environment. And what needs to be happening is our environment needs to be, a product of us. And to go back and touch on what that last caller was saying about the police is not to justify anything, but it's like if you got these police officers out here that are killing our brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, that's just going to teach younger brothers and sisters the cops don't have our back, so we got to fight this for ourselves, but they're not being taught the right ways of fighting. And I don't mean fighting violently, I mean like what we're doing right now. So it's like I said, man, like you can be a product of your environment, or your environment can be a product of you, and that can be positive or negative.
571-2965, 571-2965. The streets are talking.
What D-Mal said, I think that parents need to be held accountable for what they instilling into their children. What are you putting into your child? What are you giving back with your child? I think that we fail to realize that we are the example setters for our children. I think it's time to hold parents accountable for these 16, 17, 18-year-old children that are misbehaving. And as a community, I think that we need to condone making sure that we are being leaders, and also make sure that we are telling parents and helping parents in parenting advice in terms of what you should and shouldn't be giving to your children. I think we need to be leaders in terms of helping our children understand. You don't have to cultivate your child in alcohol and drugs and cursing. What you should be doing is telling them about that. Instead of showing them, here's, I'm drinking, I'm smoking. No, you shouldn't be doing that. You should actually be just informing them that it's out there, and that why, giving them the reasons why they shouldn't do it and why it's uncool to do it. And I think that would kind of help eliminate that cool factor that some of these young children have today.
That's deep.
Come on, Taylor.
Yeah, I think she hit that.
Hey, what's up? Tim Gerard, producer on The Streets of Talking, program director for B96.5 and Magic 101.3. Okay, let me kind of drill you on what we were talking about in the studio. A lot of the stuff we do off the air to try to stimulate conversation amongst ourselves. And I've been reading this book called Inspiration, Your Ultimate Calling. And it talks about how people are not living in spirit anymore. You can't have inspiration and joy in your life unless you're living in spirit. And so many people have moved so far away from their source, so far away from God, so far away from the source energy, that all of a sudden it's all ego, it's all about the ego, and they don't know anything else. And the problem with that is when you're that far away from source, it's going to take a lot to move you back towards source, move you back towards the joy that you should be feeling in your life every day. So.